Welcome back, everyone. My name's Newman, and today I have a surprise for you. Right at the back here. Out. This is Dendrobium moniliforme. I'm just going to smell the flowers here. They're very citrusy, like a sweet lemon. There's some buds on the way here. I think there's still more to come. They might have another flush of flowers, hopefully. This is how it tends to bloom. It can bloom a bit more, but it tends to do two flushes of flowers at about this time of the year, close to May. And this one is growing in this little terracotta pot, and it has absolutely no growing media whatsoever. It's almost entirely just root system in there. And this is a native of Japan. So this is one of the coldest, cold-tolerant Dendrobiums in the world, and it can take temperatures right down to freezing as long as it gets protection from frost, because they grow on tree branches and in tree canopies. The tree has a natural barrier against the frost. Well, trees give off a certain amount of heat, and that usually things that grow underneath trees don't get frost. So these are known to be not only epiphytes but also lithophytes. So they do grow on mossy rocks in nature, and so it does appreciate a bit of dolomite lime because of that reason. This one has very dark canes on it. This is natural for it. This is the way it is. And these are found throughout Japan except for the very far north. So if you're looking for something that's cold hardy, easy to grow, then try moniliforme. And there are hybrids out there too. They hybridize with it because of its tolerance for the cold. Also our summers here, because I live in Japan, they get very humid, so we have a monsoon, so we have, at that time the humidity is usually up in the 80s and higher than that. Very, very humid and very moist, and a lot of rain. So these orchids actually benefit from growing in something like terracotta, so that they can dry off quite quickly after they get wet. And being part of Asia, the winters are very dry, so we don't get very much rain at all. And if we do, it can be up to 3 rainy days a month, the maximum. So they do get a little bit of water during the winter, but most of the time they are quite dry. And because of the fact that the humidity is very, very low during the winter, and that can be about 30%, even when they do get a little bit of rain, they dry off really quickly. So this have a lovely citrusy, sweet smell to them. And this one has flowered for me, so I'm quite happy about it. I think during the growing season I will give it a very, very mild liquid feed in the water, but definitely not in the winter, and that should just help it with flowering for next year. There's no reason to repot them. They're quite happy to just grow like this, attached to the inside of a pot, even if the growing media is all gone. And if you do want to propagate it, just wait till it overhangs the pot and then just cut those pieces off. Or you can grow from keikis. As long as the keikis are very large, you want to have a nice large piece like that with plenty of roots on it. I'll show you one more. Let me just get this out. I'm just going to hang this back up as I have it. There we go. Because I tend to forget something if I'm distracted. So I just want to make sure it's hanging back up. This is another Dendrobium moniliforme. And they do come in different colors and textures, and some have very, very long wiry canes. They can be up to 30 centimeters long, but they're all moniliforme, but they do have a lot of variety in them. And this particular one here has, right in there, it has got flower buds right inside here. So it's going to flower too. This one is growing in sphagnum moss. So it's dried right out at the moment. It needs another water. It's very humid today. So this one is more green. Nice compact plant. There are a lot of people in Japan that just, all they grow is just this species of orchid. And that's all they have. But you know, because it's a native orchid, it's of ease of culture, so you don't have to do very much to keep it healthy, which is a good idea if you think about it. We tend to start to buy orchids that are not native to our country or are very, very difficult, and it's alright to give them a try, but if it fails, it's always good to know that there are orchids that you can grow very well. And this one has a lot of new growth coming away, so it's nice and healthy. This is a typical greener form. It has a lot of older canes on it, but I never ever cut them off because this helps to produce a more vigorous root system by having a lot of back bulbs. So don't cut them off, leave them all. And also you do get a lot of new growth even from the older bulbs. New growth will come away from them. I'll just put this one back. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you found that interesting. Our native orchid of Japan. And if you're interested in growing it, it's a very nice plant, nice and compact, has beautiful citrus smelling flowers. As you can see there, mine have very few flowers, but it just needs a good feed to boost the amount of blooms next year. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. And don't forget, looking after your plants is not a chore, it's part of your self-care. So start looking after plants today and you'll feel much better for it. Anyway, thank you, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.